does not really mean that it's equal to, it's a straight line result. It really doesn't mean like that. It's very important how you present it, how you communicate, which is where I started to learn that, I was reading this morning on an online report about when you're the CEO of an organization, you go through a whole bunch of training. One critical training is how to handle media. Because no matter what you do, it's the way you report it, it's the perceptions that your reporting creates in the eyes of society, that is your reality. And a whole bunch of all of this stuff started to then make it, I guess I learned on the job, but I started to become very, very media savvy. I started to learn what to say right, what is not, and how your corporate communication should be structured so that people hear what you want to say. And then came the biggest challenge of my media savviness, so to say. I don't know, you guys may not be in the city, the local guys may probably know. We had a very unfortunate incident. School bus toppled and one child got killed. This was about the time that one local tabloid was launching in the city. I can't say the names. And literally, they spun the story to launch. I have documentation to say for 3 weeks. They gave us 5 pages. Every day children hurt, and pictures of the hospital. It was such a trying time. All of my savviness went out the window. By day 5, I stopped reading newspapers. Because everybody was, it was almost as if they forgot that we were the injured party. Our child got killed. Of course there's a pen. But at the end of the day, they made us the villains. It was almost as if we ensured that there was a bus accident and that the child got killed. Somewhere along all this negative reporting, they totally forgot that we were as pained as anybody else. And then, to recover from that position, to go back and rebuild trust among the parents and the society and the media, and remain friends with media, was my biggest learning about media strategies. Because I finally figured out that it's not about me, it's not about, they're just doing the job. Right? So, a couple of things that I really did do is, I would always, like I said already, entrepreneur has a gut. And you've got to hold on to that instinct. When the chips are down, you've got to play a long innings. You're not here to play a 2020. It's not about a day's match. It's about waiting till everybody has said everything and then say your story. It's about really aiming to stay here for a very, very long time. Having said that, let me not say that you have to be inflexible. You also have to know when to withdraw or change course. It's not about being dogged. So it's about being flexible, it's about listening to the market, it's about listening to the forecast and changing. But there's a certain amount of persistence that needs to come from an entrepreneur. So we've grown quite a bit in the past 15 odd years. We now some 35 odd institutions. And we did some things right, I'm sure, which is why we've grown so far. I think, so when I first started, I just wanted one good school. Like I said, I was undoing some ghosts of my past. I wanted to make sure that everybody got quality education. But somewhere along the line, you no longer drive the business starts to drive you. And then there was a need to scale. We were in an opportunity of education which was becoming recognized as the sunrise sector. Here was an institution, here was a sector that was completely recession-free. It did not move according to the ups and downs of economics. Here was a sector where people came in and stayed for 15 years. So your source of revenue was pretty much predictable for 15 years. Here was an industry that was opening up to FDIs. Here was an industry that was being taken seriously and private equity players were coming in. So unless I changed the way I was thinking, I could not lead a team that would look up to me. Bill Gates once said that as an entrepreneur, one of the biggest pain points are, you start with a bunch of people. See, here's what happens. When you're in your first decade, you grab whatever manpower you can take, and they're not the best. Because who's going to I mean, today startups have a lot of more glamour attached to it because you can make money by selling out. At one time it wasn't like that. 20, 30 years ago it wasn't like that. So the people who come to you are more loyal than probably very competent. In the second decade, what happens is the CEO or the leader is actually changing course and driving the business and doing scalability. And some of your core people can no longer keep up. And that is very painful because you have to let go of the people who kind of helped you grow in a certain sense are the people who are no longer good enough with your company. It's in the second decade that you have to get the competent people from the market. So these are the kind of things that CEOs have to do in order that you stay in line, in focus, where the market is demanding the business to grow. So we did a couple of things that were right in my mind. We came a long way. When I was building the Delhi Public School, like I said, I started in the rent premises. Nobody gave us money. Education was not recognized as a sector. So banks were not funding. It took us a lot. I finally had to, what really worked, I think, is, remember I said that all PSUs was a win-win. So PSUs looked at schooling as a good recruitment tool. The same thing happened to this place. The bureaucracy, the IIS people, looked at a Delhi Public School coming into Ahmedabad as a great opportunity for them to bring industry. So they could tell people that we have good schooling, bring industry, bring people, and we provide education as well. So they started to help us. So it was, at that time, the chief secretary who had to make a call to a bank to say, "In logo paisa do yaar inko building banana hai." Right? So from there, I came a long way to about 3 years ago when I was looking for more money to scale. I had a lineup of debtors, bankers. We had good track record, right? So but in order, like most people will tell you, any financial people will tell you that in order to grow and grow fast, you need equity and not debt. Although debt is the much cheaper way to do stuff. So about 2 years ago, we got a private equity placement from an education fund. And then we built a business plan, and that's what we're chasing. So that was one thing that really worked for us. The other thing that has always worked for us is every school has, like a company has board of directors, every institution has governing councils. And in our governing councils, we've always invited community-based educationists. So we've always had an influx of ideas. I think that's something that really worked with us. You cannot scale if you're not decentralized, right? You cannot be a one-man. That's also something that entrepreneurs have to do. They have to change course from doing everything themselves to getting the job done through systems and processes. But like I said, my own IIM training kind of made that relatively easy for me. I don't know if you haven't, I recommend you read the book Tim Collins, Good to Great. If you haven't read it, it's a really, really good book which takes you to the next quality level. He talks about, and I talked about it earlier too, getting the right people on the bus. It means offloading the wrong people and getting the right people. However painful that may be, needs to get done. I think when we did that, we made a sea change in the capabilities. Like I said, see, not only education is not recognized as a sector. Think about if your dad is a CFO, do you think he's going to get into the IT sector or get into the education sector? No-brainer, right? Nobody's looking at education. The minute we got an equity funding, I was able to get good talent. We were able to get a finance guy out of Bombay. We were able to get an operations guy out of Delhi. You know why? Because when you have private equity, they know, A, that you're a transparent company, you'll stand the test of due diligence. B, you're a growth-driven company. See, it's always the right people that make for any organization. Unless you have the right people in the past, life gets really, really complicated. And I've already talked about goals and processes. Yeah. So in my early years, there was something that I was always doing. I don't know if any of you know about the Summits. It's a little project we have for underprivileged children. They stay with us and we send them to different schools. It's pretty much like what RT is trying to do today. So we looked at kids who were, I don't know how many of you know nomads. So they don't have any homes. They sort of sit in a bullock cart and go from place to place, wherever the jobs take them. Think of how those children grew up. They absolutely have no address. So children from nomad communities, children from street, make a living out of begging in the street, household help, AIDS communities, other, OBCs and stuff like that, salt pan workers. Now think of, way out there, salt pan workers have nothing. They don't even have potable water, forget education. So this little project was about bringing the kids. They stay with us here in Ahmedabad and they go to the top schools. Of course they would go to a Delhi public school. But they would go to a Xavier's, they would go to Udgam, they would go to Eklavya, they would go to Sant Kabir. So we began this project about 10 years ago. Children doing exceptionally well. Some of them are engineers already. Last year a kid got into NID. You know what it means, right, to get into NID? There are 2 lakh aspirants every year for 250 odd seats. And one of these guys cracked it. So children, wherever they have the potential, you only have to provide the environment. And this project really just provides environment. Right? So we did some amount of work. This is one project that I want to talk about in terms of giving back to society. So to God. The other one that we work on is the School for Dyslexia. I don't know how many of you know this. But learning disability is 20-30% of school-going children are potentially dyslexic. And almost all the scientists of the world, Einstein, anybody has been dyslexic. We sometimes joke to say in the candidature form for the American presidents, there must be a column saying, are you dyslexic? Because 50% of American presidents have been dyslexic. So Barbara Bush is a very, very crusader for dyslexia because she's had dyslexia in her family. So Winston Churchill, Pele, everybody who's worth anything has, I'll tell you why. So dyslexics are actually geniuses. They are in the above average IQ. But sometimes they can't do simple stuff like motor coordination, like tying shoelaces. One celebrated story is that Einstein never made it to grade 10. He could never do 2 plus 2 because his brain was always creating bigger stuff. The man could never go into a bus and give $1 and take the change. He never knew that calculation. This is one of the biggest minds in the history of mankind. Dyslexic. So sometimes with the lack of knowledge, our teacher educators in the classroom brand these kids as slow, as this, as that, and we tend to lose these kids because the children don't have self-respect, they don't have, they can't look you in the eye, we lose them to drugs, we lose them to a whole bunch of things. So that's another project that we started about 10 years ago, and we struggled to raise awareness in the community about dyslexia. And when Tariq Zamit came, in 6 months, people started to understand what dyslexia is, right? It's power of cinema. So I wanted to talk about that a bit. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about who is an entrepreneur. I don't know who an entrepreneur is, I know who I am. Sometimes when we're chasing our dreams, we forget to live our lives. If you ever have organizations, if you don't even have your own organization, I'm sure you'll make it to the top-notch position of whichever organization you work in. Remember that the culture is going to stem from you. A culture is a top-down thing. So one of the things that I started to lead by example is I lead a multi-dimensional life. I do not lead a unilateral life. So I lead a physical life, I lead an emotional life, I lead a social life, I lead a spiritual life, I lead a financial life, I lead a career life. It's very important to exist in every sphere of your life. You'll be surprised that when I started to, let me tell you one small example, I'm going to end here. Cycling was rather easy. I used to cycle to school. So my pathways in my brain and my body were all set. So when I picked up the bike about 30 years later, I was like, can I even ride this bike? You'll be surprised. I went on to stand rank and stuff like that. But that is not a challenge. The real challenge is when you start to push yourself, right? So after cycling, I started to run. Trust me, I did not know how to run. So I was like, how does one run? How do people run 10 kilometers and 20 kilometers and 50 kilometers and 40 kilometers? So I started out by my lawn going go chakka like that. And then I put myself 1 year target that I would run a half marathon. And I did that last year. You have no idea when you put yourself a challenging target and meet it, what it does to you as a professional. It changes the way you think. It changes your appetite for risk taking. It changes your self-belief about capabilities. They're all totally linked. It's not about meeting deadlines and goals and financial numbers. It's about challenging your own limits. Because you as an entrepreneur is whole. What you take to your company is you. So the more you challenge yourself, the more you'll challenge your team, the more you'll challenge your company. Okay? So I'm going to end here. Thank you so much for giving me an opportunity. I'll be very happy to take questions. I'm sure that I haven't taken the conversation every which way you would have liked me to. But this is what I thought was important to share with you. Thank you, Raj, for having me here. And I'm very
Okay, we have about 20 minutes, so if you guys have any questions, go ahead.
Ma'am?
Yes.
One question that I want to ask that in the starting, you discussed your idea with so many people. So my question is, discussing your idea of this unique schooling with so many people, didn't you think that the idea could have been stolen by somebody, and why did you ever give your